What's up? What's up, my sugar woogers? Y'all probably all asleep. I ain't sleep. So I decided I went over there on Legends channel and he was the only one that was on. So I couldn't find nobody else to watch. I ain't no TV watcher. I don't even know what come on what night on TV. But anyway, I'm up. Somebody gonna get up and talk to me. If not, I'm gonna talk to myself. This gonna be the live gonna become a video. Cause it's 1:23, something like that in the morning here in Houston, Texas. Do it look like I care? Nope. Told y'all I was different. Y'all gonna learn to believe me after a while when I tell y'all stuff. Yeah. Who you know, come on, 69 years old at something in the morning. Me, look at these sugar woogers saying like they up. Shanny girl. Oh, you in a different country though. That's why you up. Okay, okay. Well, welcome, welcome. Y'all come on in. Sting me, I'm up. Okay, good. Somebody up. Hey, Ashley, how y'all doing? Elaine up too? Hey, Wanda Clarity, good morning. Oh, I'm so glad my sugar wooger's coming up in here to talk to me. Because I was just going to be talking to myself around here. And Gator can't talk. See, that's a good thing about being a YouTuber. You can just pop on anytime. Somebody going to be up somewhere in some country. It don't matter. Who else came up in here? Uh, Shanny girl say, I'm up, Ms.V. Okay, hey, Gilda, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Good morning. How y'all doing? Is the cancer thing you up to? Y'all just like me. Y'all suffering from insomnia. No, that ain't what happened to me. I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me. This morning, I had told y'all I was going to church. This morning. But a body broke down again. I woke up this morning, it wouldn't work. I ain't lying. My right ankle, I couldn't hardly put it on the ground. I said, oh Lord, this done went from the knee to the ankle. Now the next thing is gonna be in my pinky toe. That's why I laugh at this stuff. Because all the things that could go wrong and do go wrong that I have to make a right during the day. I think I'm going through a test right now. You go through tests in life so you can have testimonies. So my testimony gonna come a little bit later, but right now, how DJ say you in the valley? No, then the murky waters. I don't know what kind of waters I'm in. Whether they murky, clear, I can't even see out the damn cataracts to see what kind of water I'm in. That's messed up. Yeah. But take life however it comes. Every day is a different day. And what you're going through now, I look at my life like the Houston weather. It could change at at the drop of a hat. That's why I tell y'all, don't be trying to keep up with me, because baby, you'll be lost. Because sometimes I'll be lost. I have to find myself, and I ain't trying to misguide or mislead nobody, nowhere. I thank God for my sugar woogers, that they are just diverse women that can handle and have been through the the trials and tribulations of life. That's a great part of being an older content creator out here. You've been through some stuff. You ain't just up here on your platform just running your mouth. And you getting too close to the pearly gates of the pits of hell, whichever one you're going to be out here not being for real with people, and not just tell your own life story when you get on your channel. Whatever it was, it was. I ain't ashamed of shit that happened in my life. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, and I put it out here on an ass knees to no basis. I can't just sit up here and tell you everything. Hell, I can't remember half the stuff. Things have to trigger, you know, my earlier life back to me at times. hmm And I'm getting used to the new telephones and stuff. I played with them all weekend. I had told y'all I was gonna try to drop some skits, but between the need, getting used to the new telephones and stuff, and getting them all set up for YouTube so I can go back and forth. I'm looking for a hoster now, because the guy down at T-Mobile told me that they have hosters for your phones. And I think he told me I could look on Amazon. I want the hoster. I used to have one when I was in the hair business. I could put my comb, my scissors, all my tools in the holster. And I would always have them with me all through the day. I didn't have to, you know, figure out if somebody came to my station. That used to piss me off in the beauty shop. Growing up by yourself for 12 years as a girl in the house with all those boys, what was in my room was mine. My TV, my radio, my hair products, my deodorant, mine. And they never bothered my stuff, and I never bothered their stuff. So that's where that came from. I don't like for nobody to bother my things. If you need something, I need you to ask for it. And you're more than welcome. Because my thing is, I don't want to go look for it. I put things where I know where I can go back and I can find them. I don't like looking for stuff. That irritates the shit out of me. I can't stand it. That's another reason I don't want a man up in here. I done been through that with husbands. You know, mine is mine, yours is yours. If I go to the store and you need something, just put it on the list so you can have your own. Don't take my brand new nail clippers I just bought. That was the second husband. And put them in your drawer and I'm looking for them and you ain't even told me you had them. Oh, he used to irritate me with that. That's why we ain't together. It's irritating stuff with these men. I don't want to go through that. I've been through that. You know, a lot of people are accepting of those behaviors. I'm not accepting of that. I don't bother yours and you don't bother mine. And I'm not going to just be quiet and take it just to get along. No, you need to know how I feel if this is a relationship, if we are in a marriage. I'm not one to hold back. Like I said, maybe that's why I've been married 3 times. Because I'm not holding back. How I feel is how I feel, and you need to know it. I don't need to suppress my feelings for you and nobody else, and I'm not. No. So it is what it is. Shoot, with me. And that's why I know I need to go solo the rest of the way. Ain't no sense in me going to jail at 69 because I done strangled somebody. See, I'm not violent. I strangle them. Wait till they go to sleep. Strangle ass. I worked in a lab 20 years. Okay, I know some biology. I know some stuff that'll put you to sleep. You run around here talking about a gun, and I done already offered you a glass of water and put you to sleep. That's why I don't worry about these packing people out here, because they don't have a clue about how much knowledge I have about biology, and I love that kind of stuff, mixing chemicals, and it became a big part of my life when you work in that field for 20 years. And I put in a lot of time out there. I was only there 20 years, but I did 30 years in those 20 because I worked a lot of overtime. And if you count up all that overtime with the 20 and overtime in, I would come up with about 30 years out there. But I was smart enough at 40 to know I had had enough of that. I'm not smelling no damn chemicals all my life. I don't want to. I don't want to be out here with these people any longer. I came out here as a single. They watched me get married to the first husband. They went through the pregnancy with me. The child is here now. We're going to functions and they're meeting the child and she's growing up with your children. And I never let her stay away from home very, very much. At night, we were always told by my parents, we could not spend the night with nobody. True story. My friend, Juanita, she's a councilman in small town Monroe, and I were best friends in elementary school. My parents had never let me spend the night nowhere. None of us. We had to come home at night. Because my dad always said, I know what's going on in my home, but I don't know what's going on in them other people's home. So if y'all got to spend a night that bad, then they need to come here. So I grew up with a lot of people from other different households having four brothers, and each one of them bring a person, and that person decides they're gonna spend the night. And I was thinking back then, they ain't go home and get no changing clothes or ask their parents to bring them no clothes because they wasn't gonna do it. We didn't live like that back then. They would take their clothes off and give them to my mom. She would put them in the washing machine and wash them. In the meantime, they took a shower, and one of the brothers' clothes would fit them, and that's what they slept in. And the next morning, their clothes were ready because my mom had washed them and dried them and had them hanging up for them the next morning. So they put back on the same thing. And we went outside and we played. I never got a chance to play with the boys much because they were older. So they had older guys out there. So I had to learn that early. So it was me and my mom most of the time. And when you think about back, it was my life. That's the way my life was supposed to go. I was supposed to get all the wisdom and the knowledge and the discernment and how to live in this world from my mom, not from nobody else. Because that's the way it was. And by the time my sister came along 12 years later, I was ready to move on with my life. She was 12 or 13 when I was actually leaving home. So it has been kind of hard for us to really be close because of the big age difference. She lives her life, I live my life, and we come together when we need to or when we have to. But it's not a sisterly thing. My sissy here is more of a sister to me because even though we didn't grow up together at all, I met her after I moved here to Texas and she became my little sister. And she's very wise for a woman her age. She's just in her 50s. And she's done well. She has a very nice home, nice husband. They put kids together because this was her second marriage. And her husband had 4 kids by his first marriage. She had 3 by her first. And then they had one together. That's 8 kids. But to have grown up with those kids, and each one of those personalities were different because they came from different parents and they became a blended family. Baby, that's one hell of a blended family. You would not believe that all of those kids are not their kids because their kids were so small. They all grew up together, so they don't know no different. They don't know that they from different households. They from the same household. And I just think it is so beautiful. It is just awesome. And when I see my nieces, how they've grown up and you didn't even see some of this stuff as a child in them. And they're all now out of college and they leaving home. She only has 2 left there now, and one is getting ready to go. So she'll only have her oldest there, who lost his wife from an aneurysm, very young lady. She was in her 20s. And he moved back home after she passed away. And she passed away there in their home. And I've been through a lot in my family that y'all don't know about. It's been a lot of hardships. It's been a lot of, but you would never know it. You wouldn't know the real family from the other ex families that were just in my life all my life. We just came together. We just connected. And so it's been 20 years, it's been 30 years, it's been 40 years, it's been 50 years, it's been 60 years. And that really makes me feel good when I can look back over my life and say, dog, I've been knowing you since you were 5 and we still here. Huh? Nope. Let me see what y'all talking about at 1 something in the morning. Y'all just speaking. I'm trying to find the comment. Ashley say, up late feeding my newborn. I'm up with you. Oh, Ashley, congratulations. You got a girl or a boy? That's wonderful, Ashley. Congratulations to you. It's a cancer thing is in the building. Hey, Lisa Rango, how you doing, baby? Miss Wanda say, I'm up, Miss V. Hey, Homestyle, you up too? Elaine, I fell asleep early and now I'm up prowling. That's me, Elaine. Uh-huh. Hey, Sting, I knew you'd be up. That was part of the sermon today, Miss V. Oh, really? Ah, I didn't even see all of the sermon today on my church because it was buffering. We got this new sound system, state of the art sound system down there and stuff. And of course, the people have to be trained on how to work it. And it's going to be awesome when all the kinks are out of it and it's really working like it's supposed to work. And y'all saw all the new speakers all around the building and stuff. So it should sound like you in a theater or something instead of a church. And you know, I really admire my pastor. I got to give him his little props tonight because he's taking that church into 2023 with not the old church style has not been forgotten because we still do hymns and all of that. But he's taking it to where the people are now. In the direction we need to be headed in on our way out of here to the next life. And but you got to bring it a different way now. Because imagine now one of the old time preachers trying to preach to this new generation. They wouldn't listen because they would say he's too old. He don't know what he's talking about. Just like we did when we were children. We couldn't see a lot of things we see now because we hadn't been there. We hadn't experienced it. Life hadn't beat you down yet. Life can beat you down enough for you to come to your senses and realize you better get real with yourself. Yeah, that's my message out here tonight. Get real with yourself. Stop the foolery. You know, money can be and is the root of all evil. So if you out here living your life for money, let me tell you a few things about money. Have, had, have not had, been up, been down, all around. Look, I never let money drive me. In no circumstances has it ever driven me. There were things in life I wanted. So I planned for them. I had a plan. I knew how I was going to go about getting it. I never even thought about in the plan doing anything where I would go to prison. All you got to do is use your brain, people, and think it through. Make it make sense. It needs to be logical. You need to see it where it's there already. Write it down and go for your goal. Don't let the distractions of life take you away from what you need to be doing in your life. YouTube can be very distracting. Okay, and I'm a content creator saying that. Because you'll find a lot of your day wasted looking at YouTube. So you have to be more even selective of who you watching, who you following. It never bothers me if I have 7,000 or 1,000. I don't live for YouTube. It's a job I took on. That's the way I look at it. It's a business. And that's the way I run it, like a business. I come out here, I drop my content. I try to catch a few. If I'm trying to do skits or comedy on something, I got to look at the videos. But otherwise, I just don't want to take the time out of my schedule of things I need to be doing for me right now to just focus on YouTube. I had 2 years of straight YouTube during the pandemic. That's all I had. And it's just, to me, now like a TV show. You watch it or you don't watch it or you flip the channel. I don't have time to beef with nobody out here. I don't want to beef with nobody out here. I don't care enough about that to be beefing with you or defending myself. I'm not going to do that. I'm living my life. And my life doesn't consist, just because I'm a content creator, I don't have to come out here and beef with you. We don't have no beef. You live your life, I live my life. And I'm so glad that has worked for me out here on these streets. I had a few people to come lying about this, lying about that, or, trying to use me for content so I can go back and forth with you. Better go over there and get it on your own. You ain't using me for no damn content. I might use you. You ain't using me because I don't care. I'm showing my life every day, and anything you don't see, it ain't my life. That's what you thought, or that's what you said, okay? I ain't finna defend nothing. I'm down the Ducky Trail, baby, with that shit. Ms.V ain't at a point in her life where she want to be bothered with you, okay? You trying to be bothered with me. I ain't call your name. Mm-mm. You ain't a part of my life. Mm-mm. I don't recall you being on the checking, savings, Fidelity, none of them accounts. None of them. Mm-mm. It's my name only, okay? Yeah. Get on down the Ducky Trail. Look at here. Who else we got in here? Miss V, have you been tested for gout? No, homestyle, I haven't. You think that might be what it is? I will call and I'll make me an appointment. Let's see what I got going on this week with appointments. I have the eye appointment on Friday for the cataracts. And I have an interview Tuesday with Dickinson Independent School District. Okay, so that's all I got going on outside the home. Oh, and Margaret's coming today to start putting up these pictures. She'll be here this evening. So that's about it for me for this week. Now, I'm sure something gonna get added on because that's my life. But that's all I'm starting out with. Okay. Um, but I will, Homestyle. Thanks for telling me that. Kill Love say, hey, Miss V, I still remember that advice you gave me when I was going to Vegas. Thank you. Kill Love, I didn't even know you, but I saw what you were writing. I'm a comment reader. I get to know y'all through the comments. I don't care whose channel you own. If I'm following you and I seeing your name keep popping up, I'm watching everything you say on every channel. And I might not even be in the channel because I'm coming into these channels less and less now. Uh, Dropping my opinion or advice or whatever. I stay on my channel and do it. But I saw what you were saying. And I knew you were angry. I knew you were mad. So I was like, I don't even know this lady. But I'm feeling her pain. I'm feeling the hurt. The person not being who they thought they were. I feel that she feels violated. She's been robbed out here on YouTube in front of the world. And nobody's listening to her story. So that's when I came to you, Kia Love, and I said, it's not worth it. You're only talking about $30. I think that was the correct amount. And you can afford that. It's not about the money. I understood that. That the $30 didn't mean it to you. It was what she did to you and your auntie that hurt you. And that happens in life with even friends, with even family. People just don't see things the way they really are. And that's why I came to you and said, no, Kia, she's not worth you messing up your life and your career and your family to go there. Because I knew you were going there. I knew it. I didn't even know you, but I knew from your words you were ready to go there. But it was, the problem to me was, what will she do when she get there? Will she actually hurt this woman where she'll mess up her life? Or will she stop along the way and think about it? You don't know. Because you don't know what's in a person's mind. I just didn't want to see you in trouble. That was it. That's all. And I thank God you listened to me and you went on with your life. And life is beautiful. Because looking back, it could have been just as ugly now as it is beautiful now. But thanks for listening. Glad you're still here with me, baby. Okay. Let me see where I am in the comments. Okay, Gilda. Put your foot on his neck. I will join you. I have to be really, really careful, um, Gilda, when I'm out here even dropping content because of my family. Um, I don't ever want them connected with me out here because their jobs are totally different from this job. This job is entertaining my audience, inspiring my audience, motivating my audience, educating my audience, and giving them humor from my life because it's been really crazy and it's been really funny. And it still is. And I have to take it as humor now because if I didn't, what's the other choice? Worry? Well, if I have faith in God the size of a mustard seed, why am I worried? That's controversial within itself. So that's why I keep saying we just got to be real. Be real with yourself if you ain't going to be real with nobody else. And that's where I am. If it's stupid, it's stupid. If I did it, I did it. You know, if I didn't do it, I didn't do it. And you're not going to change my mind now. When my mind is made up, it's my mind. It's my choices. I deal with it. Nobody else deal with it but me. And that's pretty much my life. So we're going to just keep it like that. Vivian says, it's beautiful where you live, Ms.V. I hope all is doing well. All is well. It's so quiet. All y'all hear is water. That's it. And how much peace when you stop and think about it. Before I moved over here to this place, my girlfriend was over here this afternoon and I had cooked. So I invited her over to eat. And she came over. We were going to go to the pool later, but the weather changed on us and it started raining. So she was like, well, let me get my ass out of here and go home. And then she texted me back when she got home saying I'm here. And I was like, okay, cool. But we were talking today about, and we talk a lot now about our life because we've been connected now since Amico. I actually knew her through her niece, who was my daughter's friend. And Candace and Brandy grew up together in my house. And that's her niece. So we talk a lot about where we are right now. Like she's getting ready to sell her home and she's moving on to downsize in her life. And she's single also. So we have a lot in common and we've been together since the 70s. We've taken trips together, road trips together. We went all up in Branson, Missouri on a bus together. We went to see the play at Easter in Arkansas together about the Passion play about Jesus Christ. And we've had a lot of good times together. And that's where I am right now. You know, I have a lot of friends that's passing away and stuff. And you start looking at your longevity in your life and stuff, and you don't really have time for this street life out here. I've never been a street person, so I ain't trying to learn all about the streets. I mean, I know it from other people I have associated myself with, crackheads and people out of jail, boosters, and everything else came through my life. And I learned their game, but never played it because their game was going to end them in jail. So it's like, yeah, I hear you. And, you know, I think it's a stupid idea, but if that's what you want to do, you know, I always let people make their own decisions. I'm going to put it out there, just like when I was talking to Kia Love. I told her the most important thing that she could have ever heard at that point is you're not to get yourself in trouble behind some foolishness that $30 could cost you your life. No. You can afford that 30. Put it behind you and let it flow, you know? What you put out into the universe is going to eventually boomerang back around on you, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So let it go. And I just felt like I had to say that. Hey, right, Carla, good morning. Thank you for the hearts and the roses. Good morning to everybody coming in the chat. Hey, Granny Kate, look at you up. Hello, Ms.V in chat. Me and Ben Gay up rubbing. Oh, Lord, not you and Ben Gay. Well, his ass ain't been over here today. That's why he over at your house. I don't wish no bad luck, but I'm glad he over there and not here. Now, girlfriend told me today to put some but apple cider vinegar on a towel and rub it in and let the towel with the vinegar stay on my ankle. And it was swollen pretty bad. Y'all, I kid you not, it worked. It drew whatever was up in there out of there. My ankle is back down again. And it's not hurting like it was. So I guess these old time remedies is coming back in again, because if they work for mama and dad and grandpa and grandpa, they'll work for you. Our bodies have changed and altered themselves behind a lot of chemicals that we put into our body, where they didn't put that stuff into their body. The reason why they pass so young is the foods that they had to eat. They had no choice but to eat the rot gut pieces of the pig, the feet and the lips, and that was the part that master didn't want. And when I look at YouTube, a lot of times a lot of that stuff is coming into my head. Y'all out here with this foolishness, and our forefathers have died from malnutrition and not having the right cuts of meat, all that old fatty meat, and being out there in the sun working all day long. Do y'all not stop and think about this stuff when you out here flapping your jaws? And you are from their DNA. Look how weak you are. You think they would have had time to sit up and talk about people all day long when they trying to survive? Just live another day and feed a family? And the wife ain't no birth control pills. The wife, instead of getting pregnant and having children, you still a man, you still active. What, you gonna stop because baby's coming? No, you gotta figure out how you gonna feed them. They had other challenges that were much more prevalent to keeping the lifestyle. Just keeping a roof over your head was the lifestyle. Just keeping lights on. Just keeping running water. Pumping water before they had running water. These are the things that's going through my head when I'm out here on YouTube, just being real. And I'm going to come out here and spend my day back and forth with some foolishness that ain't going to keep me doing nothing. You ain't making that much money on YouTube to do that. That's crazy to me. You need to go get you another job. You can still have a YouTube page, but it ain't making you the money you need. If you got to come out here and tear down people every day, don't nobody want to hear that. That's your opinion of that person. Leave people the hell alone. Move on. Look at my homegirl, my classmate up this morning. Deborah, what you doing up? Saying me either. God threw a lot of that mess away. You got to move past it, homegirl. Deborah and I were classmates, y'all. We met at 5 years old, and we were in a wedding together, and that's how we met. Several years ago, I think it was during the pandemic, Deborah sent me a picture of me and her in this wedding. All through school, I never thought about Deborah, and I met at 5 years old in Evangeline Borkin's wedding, which the Borkins were kin to her. And Evan, we called her Van, used to live up on the corner. She grew up on the corner from us. And how we connected back then and still connected today. Love you, girl. Thanks for coming into my chat. Sting says exactly 100, Miss V. Carla says it's a cancer thing. I'm just out here reading, and I couldn't go to sleep, so I'm just interacting with my sugar boogers tonight. And a lot of times, I think content creators need to do that. Instead of always bringing your message, connect with your people. See what your people going through. See what they talking about sometime. They're the ones that's over here supporting you. That's the direction my channel is going in. I don't care about the numbers. I'm not a numbers person. The numbers will come. If you bring in the content that people want to hear and you being real and consistent, they coming. I kid you not, they're coming. But you can't be boring over there now. You got to give them a variety of stuff, just like Ms.V giving them a variety of stuff. And they want to see what they want to see and hear what they want to hear. And I got to tell them, hey, I like the Houston weather. You don't like it this minute, come back the next minute. I don't know where I'm going to be. I might be on one bad. Bake them cakes, Miss V. Y'all crazy. Mother Clara to say, Miss V, I know exactly how you feel. Don't touch my things. I love being by myself. Yeah, leave my stuff alone. Go get your own. Or ask me. Don't don't take nothing without asking me. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, anyway, but it's something else behind that. I know I see where you putting it back. If you put it in the right place, or give it to me, let me put it back. You know, some things I just can't break. You know, they've been working for me all my life. I ain't finna change that now. You know, I ain't that stubborn where if I need to make a change, I will. If y'all come out here and say, Ms.V, I ain't like that, or nah, Miss, oh, you feel it, stop, and I think about it, and then I come back and I say, you know what, Kimberly McNeil, you right. I never saw it that way. That prevents a whole lot of arguments, people. You got to learn how to get along with people. Learn how to agree to disagree. There's no need to argue about anything. Arguing never solved the damn thing. Y'all can beat up y'all's organs if you want to. Toodaloo on that. Homestyle say, Gilda, yes, it is. I take, what is that? Co-cries as a maintenance drug and try to follow a vegetarian diet. I believe going in this direction, I'm going to get more vegetarian than so much meat oriented, because at least you eating fresh food when you're a vegetarian. You going to the market, or you going out on somebody's farm, you buying fresh greens, you buying fresh tomatoes that haven't sit in a store, and you buying them from the farmer. I think that's a better direction to go in going forward than buying so much out of the stores. It's too expensive in the stores anyway. So why not just save your money and go to a farm and buy your stuff? I grew up on a farm, so, you know, I know the advantages of living on a farm versus living in a city. It's a big advantage when you out on the land and you can grow your own vegetables and you can sell them and make money off of them. And you don't have to attend to them every day. Once you put them in the ground and you wait on the Lord to water them. My daddy never had no irrigation system in his whole farming career, 50 some years. He waited on the Lord. He read the almanac. He was an advocate of reading the Bible. And it worked. He had 7 children. I told you one passed away early on. He was a twin. So I never met him. I don't even know that brother, other than his pictures, seeing his pictures. And that's always been puzzling on my mind. When you leave here, how will you know him when you've never seen him, talked to him, met him, held him? How will I know him? That's a question that's been in my mind a long time. I've had several pastors to try to tell me about it, and it's still a question in my mind. I heard what they said, but I still have questions. Okay? I guess I'll know in time. Kimberly, I understand the age difference with the sister. That's how me and my older sister is, but we have both the same parents. And you can be very different. Out here on YouTube, I don't think people realize that I had the same parents. They had 7 children. I know 6 of the 7 children. And all of us are totally different. That's my family dynamics. We come together as a family when we need to. But it's not a family that's just always together, because we don't live in the same places, for one thing. And we've all just always been independent of each other and live our lives. And whenever we see each other, it's always the same. Nothing really changes. If that one over there is the boss and the head of the family and everybody go along with him, that's the way it is. The one that passed, he was quiet, 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 never said anything. If something was going on he didn't like, he exited stage left and you didn't even know he was gone. You be looking saying, where's Harry? Harry gone. That's how he operated. Never got into it with none of us. Ever. Love, peace. And glad I had the opportunity to spend the last 4 months with him because he showed me a lot of things. Getting older, we had the opportunity to talk about it. And his, you know, retirement years and stuff. He didn't have a long retirement, but he enjoyed his life. And he left it very peaceful. And I can mimic myself after him now. Don't he never had no stress in his life from people. And he was a sheriff for 30 some years, and then he went to the DA's office. So he always worked with people that had criminal minds. So he was a very wise man to have been in the law enforcement business 40 plus years. I learned a lot from my brothers being in that profession. Um, that's how I saw the street side of stuff, through them. They talked about it in the evening when they came home, um, their day, and what their day entailed. We might have been all at the kitchen table eating, and by growing up next door to my older brother, it was almost like the houses were connected when it came to everything. We knew it, everything that was going on over there. They knew everything that was going on over next door at my mom's house. So that was a different family dynamic. But the brother that passed away at 49, the one that played professional football, he had a different family dynamic. Um, he and my mama were connected at the hip. He was never, ever worried about anybody attacking my mama or saying anything about her, because all those years we were alive, we just never had any arguments or animosity or fighting in the home. My parents didn't allow that. So there were never any anger issues in there. It was more so about, in my household, what we needed, what activities we were involved in, because everybody was doing a different thing. Two brothers were playing football. One was in the band. I was dancing. I was singing. I was modeling. I was doing that. So that's everybody's doing something different. It's only two people to be there with them. And then I got grandparents that were still alive when I came in the world, and they live in our house too. Another different family dynamic, because we're the only household that have our grandparents in the house with us. And so we always had two mamas and two daddies. And you had to learn the grandparents' ways too, which were different in a sense than the parents' ways. Because the grandparents were really, really sweet people. But they were harder on us in a sense because they were there with us more. Our parents were out trying to work, trying to keep the household running with all these people in the house and keep us all together and keep us all as a family. And they did that. They did that. Now, we got some strange ways and stuff, some of us, and we all different, but we accept each other for who we are. At this point, ain't but three of us left out of the seven. So, you live there and you do that, and I live here and I do that. And if we got to get together, hey, we brother and sister. That's it, that's all. But I'm proud to say, they've never asked me for anything. I've never had to ask them for anything. We're all independent of each other, and we're independent people, and we made our lives what it is, and it's been a good life for all of us. Never had to worry about getting nobody out of jail, no drugs, none of that stuff. That's amazing life. It really is. We travel together. We've had family reunions together. We lived in out each other's homes. We visited when we were young, and Now the best we can do is pick up the phone and call. You all right? I ain't talked to you in a minute. Okay, all right then. I don't know nothing. I'll see you later. That's mine. That's me. I ain't trying to find out nothing going on in your home. That don't bother me. I don't need to know that. You don't need to know nothing going on in mine because ain't nothing you can do. Hell, you barely can take care of your own home. My oldest brother, 82 years old. I'm in the middle now. I became a middle child. I came in the world as the only girl and the sixth child. Okay? I done moved around in the family dynamics of that. I done left from being the only girl to being the oldest girl. I done left from being the oldest girl to the middle child. Shit. You got to play some different roles out here in this world. And you got to move like you need to move in your life. Forget YouTube. Let YouTube be entertainment. Let YouTube be a place where you can come, whatever channel you choose to go on, you are going on that channel for that reason. I'm going over here because I want to laugh today. I'm going over here because I want to hear a positive message of some wisdom and some discernment today. I'm going over here because I want to hear a man talk to me today. See what he talking about. Have a reason for going to these different channels. Don't just be following people just to be following them. And these people leading you straight to hell. They inspiring you in the morning, supposedly. What's going on with my phone? Okay, I got my hand over something. And then, you wake up and you've been misled. You done spend a lot of time being misled too. You have a reason for why you follow people. All I'm saying, if you're going to follow them, I ain't never been no follower. I had to always be a leader, so it's hard for me to follow somebody. It really is. And everything I ever did, I had to do it on my own. And I'm looking back, I'm glad I did it that way. That way, if I made a mistake, I ain't got nobody to blame but me. I ain't got no team. I ain't got no squad. I ain't tell a mama. I ain't tell a daddy. When I got ready to do something, I did it. Yep. That's what I call my brick walls. Okay? Most of the time, I didn't have to hit that wall because I had it planned out pretty good. But, it's other people you bring into your life that cause you to hit a brick wall. I brought my husbands into my life. And if I hit a brick wall, divorcing or leaving them, that's my fault. I chose that man. I can't blame that on nobody else. We just ain't nothing wrong with him. He just good for somebody else. He ain't good for me no more. And I just accepted and moved on. Shoot. I ain't out here trying to, can't none of them say I bashed them in the street. Or no, I don't do that. For what? That was my life then. This ain't my life no more. I don't like it. If I don't like something, I leave it. Period. If I wake up one morning and say, I don't want to do YouTube no more. I'm sick of this. I ain't doing it. That's just the way I am. So now you know who you following over here. Ain't nobody finna tell me nothing I don't want to hear. If I don't want to talk to you today, I ain't talking to you. I got other things on my mind. It's about me now. It ain't about nobody. I can honestly be selfish now at this point. I've done for other people all my life. And a lot of they don't appreciate, they don't even come back in and say thank you. It don't matter. That's my life. I ain't got to get used to that. I'm true to that. So, accept it for what it is. It is what it is. I keep telling y'all that. Can't be nothing else. I done got lost. So somebody was talking about a vegetarian. I understand the age difference. I am 18 years old, 18 years older than my baby sister. I don't know what my mama was thinking about. Well, it's the same thing with my mom. My mom was going years like I told y'all. And they had told her, she probably wouldn't live after the head surgery and all that. And she came back and regained all her motor skills and went back to... And she had her like probably around 42, I think. But I was the one got up at night and took care of the baby. Must have been born in the 60s, around 66. So it was diapers. It was bird side. You had to have a pail. You had to have borax. You had to soak them. You had to wash them. I took on all that responsibility. But the good part about it, looking back, it taught me I don't want no babies. I ain't ready for no babies because I had raised her. Now, I did it all. I combed her hair every morning. I made her clothes in the summertime. I dressed her like me. She was my little sister, but she was my little girl too. And you would think we would be closer, but she doesn't remember. She doesn't know anything about a lot of that. She doesn't. She's heard it, but and she knows it to be true, but it's just the age difference. She's where I used to be, and she'll always be behind me. You would think at this age, 50 and 60, we would catch up. No, because she's in her 50s now. She's doing 50 things. I'm doing 60 things. Although I can do 50, I can do any age thing if I want to. I got a strong mind. I feel like I can do whatever I want to do. And that's how I've always managed to maneuver through life. It works for me. Yeah. Gilda said, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. My friend had it, and when it hit, I had to use my key. He was in so much pain. Yeah, it's just things that happen, aging, things that happen. You have to learn to accept that too. I didn't see it, honestly, no aging until this year. This is the first time that I've had these complaints where you just wake up and things just hurt because they hurt. They old. You got to repair them. You got to what you got to do to keep on moving. You cannot give in to it until you go as far as you can go. In other words, I've never been somebody who wanted nobody to take care of me. I don't want nobody wiping my butt. I just don't want that. And I pray to God all the time when it's my time to go, just take me. I don't want to be in no car wreck. I don't want to burn up. I just, look, let me just sleep away. Please. I don't ask for much, but I ask for that. Because I don't want to linger. I've served my time here. My time here is up. And at some point, you're going to be ready to go. You're going to get sick of this. You've been doing this all your life, paying the same damn bills. You're going to pay the light bill, the gas bill, the water bill, the cable bill, the rent, house note, or whatever, car notes till you leave here. That shit gets boring after a while. Damn, can we have a break? I'm sick of just even you taking money out of my account. I'm sick of you. Period. Ain't nothing I can do about it. You're going to owe them when you're dead. They don't never stop. Give folks a break. God damn, I'm sick of y'all. Deborah Case say, been there right with you. Yep, Deborah. And I appreciate it. Sting say, we have a lady pastor, Ms.V. Oh, really? I had a lady pastor in Vancouver, Washington when I was living out there. Yeah, and she was the sweetest lady. She welcomed us to Vancouver. Before I had the van, access to the van, we didn't have a way to church. She sent the van to pick us up. We were all flight attendants, and she would have us picked up and brought to church. She would come over to the apartments we lived in, and sometimes it just bring us food, or either she would cook food. She just became like our mother away from home. And we're on Facebook together now. We've kept in touch and everything. And I see her over there, and I go into her channel from time to time. And then I had a man pastor when I lived in St. Louis. And we're on Facebook together too. His name is Reverend Craig. I was trying to think of his name the other night, but that's his name. And I don't remember the church name, but it probably ain't but one Reverend Craig in the big, new, beautiful church sitting up on the hill in St. Louis. Yeah. So I think that's another reason I got around the country and around the world so easily too, because God sent these people to me. I didn't know these people in these different places I moved to and stuff. And that's another thing that I see different out here on YouTube. Um, a lot of these people were raised very traditionally. I wasn't. I didn't live traditionally. So I'm more diverse than they are. I see a lot of things early on. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want to do the commentary on that. No, I ain't feeling that. I go by my own vibes out here, and you just do me. Talk about my life. Talk about y'all's life. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. This is the channel for that. Okay? You can express yourself over here. Somebody done been through whatever you going through. I can't come out here every day and just drop content and not know who y'all are either. This is probably the only way we'll meet. It may be, it may not be. But at least I got to know you out here in this virtual world and know you well enough to know if you ever got into anything, any kind of trouble, and I had to come to your defense, I'm going to tell the truth. No, that's not who she is. I don't care what you say. Prove it then. Okay? That's how I am about my sugar woogers. Um, hey, Kara, how you doing? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Kara can cook. Sounds like a channel to me, people. Amen. Kia Love say, yep. Gilda Kia Love is speaking. Deborah McKay say, good morning to all. Okay, I told y'all Deborah was my childhood friend. Um, with the elementary school, junior high, and Wasserman. We went all the way through, huh, Deborah? Through high school together. Um, just been friends over the years. Don't see each other that much, but whenever we do, she's still Deborah and I'm still Vet. Same here. Much love for you. Kia Love said, I was just so hurt because my aunt really liked it. This lady. Yeah, and I realized that, Kia. When you were talking, you said that. And then you got these feelings for your family. That's your aunt. She's hurt. So that's a blood tie there. So I'm a mother too. So I'm feeling everything that you're saying is fact. And I I just couldn't hold back. I couldn't ignore it. I couldn't act like I did not hear what you said. I couldn't feel your pain because I did. And I just came out real with you. Glad I did. I'm glad you're here with me. Um, Kimberly speaking to you, Deborah. He loves saying, and the way she was talking to my aunt, it was just crazy. That's what I don't understand. Why the people who are rocking with her, do they not see and hear what she has been doing? Two people, not just one person. But look at all the subs she hurt, who may be moderators. Look at all the families that she's been into their business and into their life for no reason. Because they made content on her. It's okay for her to make content. But it's not okay for you to make content? No. You're hiding too much. You're being exposed. That's why you don't want nobody to say nothing about you. You didn't bring your life to the internet. You didn't bring your life to social media. Other people brought it for you. So you should have come out here a different way. But no, maybe that'd be wrong. Because you are now who we know you to be. You are a thug. You like that life. You grew up in that life. You raise your kids in that life. Your grandkids are coming up in that life. You've lost a kid because of that life. You have a son who will always have to go through what he's going through because of that life. You have two daughters. One can't even get her professional career up because of that life. It will always target her. It will always hurt her. She has to get away from you and your life in order to create the life she needs to be a successful attorney. I can't put it no better than that. Your other daughter is behind. She's delayed. Her vision is bad. That's what you need to be saying to instead of playing with her out here on YouTube like that's your little friend. Be a mother. You be a mother to your own children. Stop worrying about other people's children. You don't feed them. You don't clothe them. You don't house them. You don't drive them. Why are you so infatuated that you can't leave people alone and their children? Stop saying that little girl got a problem. You don't know what she got. Or you get your ass in trouble. You are accusing her of something you don't know. You were not there. You did not see it. You going by something somebody else said. That's why you never will go to court and have a case. Because you can't prove nothing. You just out here flapping your gums. Shut the hell up. Leave people alone. You get on my nerves. Just running from channel to channel after this one, after that one. Don't nobody believe you. You ain't showing no receipts. You ain't showing no receipts from your life. What they asking you for, have you shown it? No. We still waiting on bank statements. You done been off into 50 other things since then, deflecting from the bank statements. You got a messed up life. You ain't got time to be worried about nobody else's life. You ain't got shit at 50 years old. Bad health. And you ain't got sense enough to take care of yourself. Out here constantly with the same old stupid stuff all the time, embarrassing the black race. And women out here. Y'all throw it off for real. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of other content creators having to defend themselves from you. Who the hell are you? Who left you in charge? Who died and left you in charge of YouTube content creators? Do you get paid to do that? You just like everybody else out here. You ain't no different. Not in that sense. When it comes to the rules and the regulations of YouTube, you got to follow them too. You can't be directing people on what to say on their pages and stuff. You got to get a damn squad and this damn team behind you to come out here and attack people. That's foolish. Nobody give a doggone about you. Your Glock and nothing else. Ain't nobody afraid of you. You effed up in the mind, woman, when you got to do all that at 50 years old. You displaying your raggedy life out here. No husband, 4 kids, calling other people, family, what did you call bastards? When you got bastards. You calling people fat when you fat. You calling people ugly when you ugly. Think about what you saying. When you come out here and you say all this stuff. You talk about people, how they eat. And you got the poorest diet on YouTube. Hot dogs, all that old processed food. Knowing your kidneys are bad. You shouldn't even eat. That is not on your diet. Worry about yourself. Don't be worrying about nobody else. Get out of people's homes and how they live. I don't give a damn if they live in a barn. They can live in a shack. That's their life. They ain't got to do with me. If I can't help the person come up out the barn or out the shack, I ain't got nothing to say. You so critical of everything, everybody. You judge everything and everybody. By your standards. By your standards. We don't live by your standards. We live by our own rules and regulations in our households. They run our way. You can't set no blueprint for nobody else's life. Woman, you got to be insane. You need to grow up. And you need to get your children off this street embarrassing you. Cussing out here. Old people. Talking about babies. That's not appropriate for her. You put your daughter out there because you allowed her to do it. So blame nobody but yourself. You're an awful parent. Let me be the first one to tell you, you are a terrible parent. To have raised your kids the way you raised them and all the damn problems your children got. And you got time to come out here and talk about somebody else's children. You better sit down lay your Glock on the side of you. Because everywhere you go, you got to have security because your mouth run too much. If you shut your mouth up, you wouldn't need them fake ass securities. I go anywhere in the world I want to, always have and always will, and I ain't never owned a gun. And I done met people a hell of a lot better than you in my life. People who've been to prison and killed two people. Yeah, you ain't never did that. Right? I still ain't got no gun. And still friends. He ain't killed me. He got to deal with that. I ain't got to deal with that. His pain didn't stop when he got out of prison. Yep, nope. He still got the pain. A whole life wasted. And that's what I see in you when you run around here with guns. That you might accidentally really shoot somebody and take the life of an innocent person behind your anger issues that you got going on. You're an angry black woman. And I just thought I'd take time out of my busy ass schedule and tell you, you are one angry black woman. To come out here and attack innocent people, children, elderly, every day, you are one angry black woman. And anybody follow you are angry black women. No joy, no happiness. The only time y'all have laughter is tearing down somebody. Where it say that in the Bible, you always bringing up God over there. And putting God in your mess. He ain't the author of confusion. Huh. That's your Sunday inspiration. When you coming out here running your mouth, you need to stop and think. Okay? You really do. Why do you get so much joy out of finding out negative things about people? It's always the negative. You're the most negative content creator on this Latrice Allen sector. To the point where you want to break up the sector and make it yours. That's selfish on your part. How could I come out here as a content creator and run up followers and views online on somebody that I don't even know and getting involved in all this mess out here on YouTube to grow my channel? No, it'll never be that crucial. Never. How do I know? Because I made it without YouTube 68 years. 68 and a half years, to be exact. So it's just not in me to do that. Let anybody who want to do it, do it. But when you come over here, I don't have no reason to bash none of these people but you. I don't have no reason to say about anybody but you. So the but yous are because you butted showed you into my business and you lied. So that gives me the right to come out here on my channel and address you. Because I told you one video was 20K. I ain't there yet. I'm not there. On one video, I've never made 20K yet. So until I do, I will always address you whenever I choose to. And what can you do about it? Same thing you are doing. Keep ignoring. Keep ignoring. That would be in your best interest because anything else could be used against you in a court of law and you know it, okay? So, Ms.V.'s afraid? No. I told you, any day you want to go, let's go. But you can't bring, no, that's a conflict of interest in this case, okay? She's your mother and she goes along with you. Let's just tell it like it is over here chatting with Miss V. All right, moving on down. Gilda said, I was talking about your ankle pain. I understand. Kia Love, how guilty, how are you? Crystal T said, hello. patrolling around. That's good. We need somebody to patrol around. Come on back over here and tell us if it's anything that we involved in and we need to get the hell out of here. Because we on this ship, baby. We'll leave land in a New York second. Sure will. My people protected over here. We on the water, okay? We got everything we need out here. The Marines, yeah, Air Force, Army, everything gonna protect us on the water out here, baby. And see, I told you Ms.V was smart. She took her sugar woods off that street. Shoot, get too crowded down there. No, damn train might come through and run over your ass. The bus might stop, and the plane might be grounded. Out here on the ship, we're gonna keep on moving. The only thing that's gonna stop us out here, if the hurricane's coming, we're gonna have to dock. We ain't going on them. That's some murky waters when the hurricane coming, okay? Yeah, that's what I call murky waters. Yep, and this is the season. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready. I couldn't be in a safer place than where I am to take on a category 5. So, hey, if it take it down, it was God's will. That's how you be real about things. You have to say, kid love, I'm okay, thank you. Okay, I'm glad y'all talking to each other. Kid love said it was never about money. I just ain't like the way she treated my aunt. Mine is older than you, and she really liked her. I got it, kid love. I understood it all. That's why I said what I said. It, it, I, $30 is nothing for most people out here on YouTube. Okay, that's real people. I'm not talking about them troll chat talking about they need money and all that, and they ain't never ever been on your channel before, but all of a sudden the bit out here. We understand them too. They gonna come to you. What channel were you on when this happened? That's where you need to be. Don't come over here on my chair. You're not a sugar wooger. You're not a beautiful butterfly. I ain't never seen you over here before. Now we not gonna get together and try to help you. It's a community over here. We help each other, but we don't know you. You better go on. You ain't one of us. Go talk to whoever channel you was on when you found this one. That's how I feel about all that foolish. Granny K, I better try it. Yeah, try it, Granny. It might work. I don't know. It worked for me. Uh, Savy is in the building. Good morning. How you doing, Savy? Welcome to Chatting with Miss V. Miss V on one this morning. She can't go to sleep. She slept all evening long. Now I've been up, I guess, for the last hour and a half. Stay in my lane is up in here too. Okay. I find young folks don't have long friendships. They don't work things out. I call it the microwave generation. They are. I've used that term before too, Carla. They want everything microwavable because the world is moving so fast because of technology. They don't know how to, and they don't want to take the time to try to foster friendships anymore. They have more virtual friendships now than they have real life friendships because they stay on social media all the time. And some of these people they're talking to on social media, they don't really know them. They know them virtually. They don't know the real them. So it's so many things out there now to get everybody in trouble because of this internet. It's made the world connect globally. You can be talking to somebody in another country. I'm over there on stations in the Philippines and Asia and China. They support my page, and I go over from time to time and try to give them support also. And I've met virtual friends like that. These people have promoted my page on their page, and they're in another country. So that's how I get people coming in from other countries into the chat all the time. So my content has to be diverse enough, even within the same message, like today, where I have to remember them too. They don't know these people I'm talking about. So you guys is the way, it has worked in my life. I ain't discussing your life. I'm talking about my life and trying to keep it real with myself and how I've been, where I was, and where I'm going. That's the way I'm handling things out here. Um, Lisa's saying good morning. Hey, Lisa, I'm behind. Look at baby daddy over here, y'all. I ain't know baby daddy had slipped up in here. Yeah, I came on. I couldn't sleep. Oh, should I tell you I've been asleep all evening long? Welcome, baby daddy. Hortensia is saying, hey to you, Hortensia. Vivian is in the building. Ms.V, you are so wise. It's years of experience, Vivian. I'm not talking what I read now. I'm talking what I've experienced now. And that's an advantage of being older to me as a content creator. Because a lot of things that I'm hearing, I know right off the bat, no, you lying. No, it didn't happen like that. It's pieces missing in that. You're on a different level, in other words. I can't really explain it. Only thing I can say is it's just years. I've lived longer. I've experienced more things. I have not lived a traditional life. So my life has been full of diversity all of my life. And I don't know how any other life but the life that I live. I don't want another life other than the life I have lived. I'm comfortable with it. I'm satisfied. I meet people easily. I know right off the bat if I want to deal with them, whether they want to deal with me or not, do I want to deal with them? I'm cautious of who I let into my life now. I have enough people in there. So, you know, it's just age. That's all I can say. It's just age. Um, Hanging out is in the building. The legend is speaking to Gilda. The legend, I'm okay, thank you. Okay, Rose Felder. Hey, Rose, I ain't seen you in a minute. Hope everything is well. Um, I'm trying to get down to the comments. Homestyle, everyone, please hit that like button. I thank you. Run it up for me. That's right. You heard the member. She a household owner over here in the community. She said, run it up. Community stick together. Yeah, do that. Wanda Clarity said, Miss V, my sister and my oldest son is 1 year apart. Your sister and your, oh, wow. That's a trip, I bet. Because they almost the same age. And y'all are sisters. That's worse than me and mine. And I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it's worse. I mean, we just live our own lives. And like I said, come together when we need to. And it's been good like that. Because that's the way it was. You accept. I was the one that was moving about the country and, on their feet and stuff. And I just didn't really have time. Like, we spent a lot of time together, all of our lives, when my mother was alive. Because her house was the house we always came to. It changed, of course, after she passed because we didn't have that house anymore. Go to mama's house anymore. So we just had to kind of like live our own lives then. And everybody just went into their life and what they were doing. And it worked. No controversy, no confusion, nothing. We still tried to meet up at the older brother's house every holiday, but of course it was never the same. It's not Mama's house. Mama's house is next door, and his son, the mayor, that y'all met down there when I took y'all to Monroe, lives in my mom's house. But I was talking to VJ the other day. Deborah, if you still on here, I was talking to Valina. That's another classmate of ours. And I don't think I've ever told y'all this, but Valina has a sister who was a music artist. She was a lot of locals, and they did a lot of local productions when I was growing up. During that same time, Tina Turner was coming to Monroe, and James Brown, and all of the artists from back in the day were hitting the Civic Center. She was in the local clubs in Monroe. And her name is Barbara West. She's on YouTube. I just saw her the other day. She popped up out of nowhere. She's deceased now. She died of breast cancer a couple of years back. But the story is that, that's her story. She was a local artist and she worked in that field, in the music field, for about 40 years. Traveled the country with the different people she was back up singing for. And then she came back home to Monroe, and she came back with a lot of huge furniture. She needed a house with a lot of big rooms, and my mom's house was vacant at the time. So she lived in my mom's house for about about 8 years. And then she came down with breast cancer and she passed away. But I saw her music out on YouTube the other day, and I called my friend and I was like her sister. And I said, who's getting royalties from her music out here on YouTube? Because she's gone. And they're playing her music out here on YouTube. I just heard it. And she has about 5 songs, I think, that she actually recorded herself. And the other songs, she's in the background on these people's songs. But I think these records are getting, and who's getting the money from it? YouTube ain't paying nobody for that because y'all don't know nothing about it. Y'all don't even know she was out here. She not getting royalty from her records. People are listening to. Y'all better look into the business. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Ms.V all about. That's the way you can help somebody. That's money out there for somebody in her family. Okay? Y'all just ain't even, you don't look at YouTube, so you didn't even know she was out here. Yeah, her music was playing all over YouTube last week. Mm-hmm. Let's see, happiness, wellness, love. Good morning, Miss V. My puppy has me up. Oh, we have a whole lot of issues going on out here. Here the fur baby don't want to go to sleep. What's wrong with him? Her. Wonder Clarity is speaking to you, Deborah. Happiness says, check mark. Who is Salifi? Good morning, ladies. Welcome to Chatting with Miss V. Come on in, get in the conversation. Gilda say, Kill Love is one of my honey bunnies. I always speak. Yeah, Kill Love, good people. But I've met some good people out here. I can honestly say everybody that comes into this chat that support this page on a regular basis, y'all good people. Because if you wasn't, I done got you out of here. Your comments tell me who you are. That's the only thing I have to go by. I know how some of y'all look because you have your picture in there. And I got some beautiful people over here. All different colors, all different ages, from different countries. Okay? And if you move one a week, I don't, like I said, numbers don't mean nothing to me. Understand my message. Understand what I'm sending. The Bible tell you that through all things, get understanding. So I just try to go by the word, try to live by it. I ain't no perfect person. I get off. I do wrong. That's why you repent. I ain't got no perfect life. I ain't got no beautiful life. I have challenges every day, just like everybody else. I'm not excluded. No. I just know how to deal with them. That's the difference. Knowing how to deal with your challenges, whatever your walk is. Every day your walk ain't beautiful. You come out here and tell that lie if you want to. It's beautiful. It's in your mind. Shit, you abnormal if you go through every day and everything in your life is beautiful. I don't even think it was intended to be that way. Didn't he have challenges when he was here on earth for 33 and a half years? Why the hell you think you ain't gonna have them? Let's talk. Okay. Good morning, Lakin. How you doing? How she allows her daughter to display her breasts like that? Just sad because she didn't see nothing wrong with it. She would have had to see something wrong with it. She did not. We're all mothers out here. We stood in as parents to somebody. And you mean to tell me I got to be that kind of person if I don't see nothing wrong with it? Come on, let's look at life like it really is. If I allow my child to walk out the house as a grown woman, and I don't care how grown she is, she's 42, and I don't tell her, I don't like that. You shouldn't walk out like that. I didn't train you like that. I didn't bring you up like that. Why are you doing that? I should be questioning her. Something going on wrong in her head. It ain't my head, it's your head. You the one walking out like that. But I'm still a mother. That's when you're a mother, when you can still do that. When you are playing with your children and they're your equal, you can't do that. That's why she disrespected you on live at the Starbucks. It's obvious you had never been to Starbucks because you'd have known they didn't sell no ginger ale up in there with no ice. Okay? You knew you had to have ginger ale and ice before you left home, but you ought to try drinking some water if you want to save yourself. Your skin wouldn't look so bad if you put some water in there. You wouldn't have to put on all that thick makeup. You're not washing the toxins out of your body. Now, I know you're slow. But listen to me. I'm trying to save you. You need to drink water. You can only have 32 ounces a day. 15 to 20 of those ounces need to be water or more. Get off them damn ginger ales, putting all that sugar in your body. Your kidneys can't handle that. That's why they gone. Good Lord. Take care of yourself, woman. Okay. Salifi says, good morning, ladies. We're from the East Coast and we love y'all. Powerful energy. Thank you, Salifi. Come back anytime. We will. Do you have a channel? Because a lot of times I don't know y'all have channels when you come in here and introduce yourself. But I appreciate you coming over. I lived on the East Coast 10 years, Baltimore, D.C., Virginia area. I was in that triangle. Yeah, I didn't like it. Salifa say, young lady, your looks and spirit reminds me of my mom, and I'm 57. Oh, okay. I've been told that a lot out here. I'm always reminding somebody of their mother, and that's a good thing. I take that as a positive because they could look at me as something else that would not be so positive. So if they're looking up to me as a mother figure, I hope I don't let them down. I can only be as good as I know how to be good, okay? And I don't have no problems. I've had people to ask me, can I be their mother? And I tell them, I can never be your mother. I can only be your extended mother out here on YouTube. That's all I can be. Is try to direct you and guide. I don't treat you no different than I would treat my own. I don't want her to go. I don't want y'all to go wrong. That's like people are clapping and applauding about Rita. You know, was I there? Do I even know? Do I even care? No, it ain't none of my damn business. Okay. And that's how I walked there. I called up there. Well, I had a person to call up there and make sure she was out of jail. I would have done it for anybody. Ops, anybody. If they in an area where I got some pull. But I don't want to see nobody go to jail. I don't want to see nobody killed, hurt, shot. I don't want to see nobody in pain. That's just who I am. I ain't got time for all that crazy stuff. And then she go on with her life. She a grown woman. She was grown when I met her. Let her do whatever she do on her child, do what I do on my child. I don't have to beef with her about nothing. I don't have to beef with nobody out here about nothing. She going in her direction, I'm going. And I like it. If I don't, I don't. If I don't like it, I just shut my mouth and keep it moving. I come back on another day where I might like it. Same thing here. Live your life. Okay. Let's see. Gilda is saying, Miss V, are there snakes there? No, Gilda. We're inside the city limit. Well, I ain't gonna tell that lie. You making me stop and think now. Here, at this place, there may be. A lot of waters around here. And I never stopped to even think about it, Gilda. There's woods on one side of the property. So I'm sure there's probably snakes in there. But it's so many dogs, animals that live here. Almost every other home has an animal. So they ain't too to be coming around when you walking your dogs. You got a dog walk here. The dogs are everywhere and they are well trained. You do not hear them barking at night. You don't hear them barking up and down the hall, and they be walking up and down the hall with, their parent, just like everybody else. They stop, they speak to you, they lick you, I've not seen any mean dogs here. But yeah, back to the snakes, it probably is. I just, living in this area so long, I don't think about that. And that's probably why, because I feel safe because of all the animals that live here too. Yep, and you don't have that dog smell either. That's another thing, because they have maids that come in here and clean up every day. They vacuum up and down the hall. They painting some spots on the walls, or they cleaning something. They always, in the mornings when I come out at 10:30 in the morning, They are cleaning the pool every morning. Y'all see them out there cleaning the pool. So if it continues to run like this, you know, it's a prayer answered. You can see over in the weight room, there's somebody over there, the lights are on in the one upstairs, and you feel comfortable doing that. Yeah. But yeah, there probably are snakes back there in that field, but I don't live on that side either. I'm not on the golf course side. I'm not on the wood side. I'm on the pool side. And I'm in the middle. So I won't ever have to worry about a snake because I'm not doing walking outside of this place. When I leave this place, I leave this place. I don't walk around here. I leave out of my unit, go across the hall, go into the covered parking, and drive out of here. So I don't really have to worry about the snakes. Everything I need to do is inside here. The media room, the weight room, the gym. If I want to go in the galley, the coffee bar, the pool, everything is inside for me. And that's another reason I moved here. You know, elevators taking me up and down. I don't have to worry about no steps unless it's a fire. And I already told you, I done figured that out. I'm finna slide down that rail. Me and Baby Gator and that purse, we gonna slide right on down that rail. We ain't gonna try to walk them steps. I could already be at the bottom while I'm trying to walk it, sliding down. Yeah, just slide on down. I ain't afraid of heights, so I can slide down that bad boy. I bet you I'll be at the bottom before you would. And I ain't got to get caught up in no fire either. No. Okay. Salif says little 10-year-old Rennie should take 50-year-old Roz to court. She should. And I can really, really admire that child. And Treese. Because Treese has to be the one right now to help her through this. These kids are seeing and hearing this mess themselves. They're looking at their mama. They're listening to what people are saying about them. And they're still having to live their life and be normal. That's not easy. When you got a 50-year-old woman out here tearing you apart on a lie to make money off your mother's back. And that's the truth and the whole truth. Because she's not a content creator. You know, she's not a reaction channel. You're not even reacting on what the woman did. You reacting on advice you giving her. Girl, that's how messed up this sector has gotten. And people are following this. And she's going around the country now, and people are looking at how raggedy her life is. It's very raggedy. You having to pack guns. You having to get security guards. Because you so bad in your mind. You're going to get cases for a gun. Girl, ain't no demand for no jobs out here doing that. Or you would have one, you be getting paid for that. Stop teaching your children and grandchildren that old antiquated lifestyle. People don't live like that no more. You got all the misguided people over there with you. If they're agreeing with you, their life is just as messed up as yours. I can't agree with nobody I don't believe in and their message is not coming across as positive and no hook or the crook. And keep running around the country, we'll see more how messed up you are. You don't even have table etiquette. And you over here talking about somebody else. You're deflecting off of them because that's your life. Get real with yourself. That is your life. You are reflecting off another person's life, showing your life. And it's kind of sad. You're 50. Now you got a 26-year-old following you. That other one, that oldest one, she ain't really following you. That's for support of you out here on YouTube. She know you make a fool out of yourself. She know you overtalk. She knows she can't never represent you. She knows all of this. You know it too. You pulled her off into the mess instead of letting her go on with her child over there and do whatever she was doing. That's where she screwed up. She ain't going nowhere as an attorney out here on YouTube and nowhere else. You messed her message up. You brought her out here with this beautiful life, knowing doggone well it wasn't beautiful. A single mother raising a kid. Now we see this kid out here now. This kid is totally grown. Y'all got another one. She showing her clothes. She acting like she Dada's age, Dodo. Yeah, it's crazy. It's real crazy. If you didn't see her, you would think she was the same age. She too grown. Why you over there worrying about somebody else's home? Rennie is not grown like that. She's still a child. You worry about your own grown granddaughter. Woman, just nerve-wracking. Um, Happiness says he's just spoiled, wants me to hold him. All right, he's a baby. It's like starting over with a newborn baby. Aw, enjoy, you know it. Y'all be handing him some kind of social media tool to make him be quiet and know where he is and keep him in the house or whatever and out the streets. But that's why they grow up so fast. They exposed to so much so early. We weren't exposed to those kind of things growing up, so we grew up a normal life. These kids don't have normal lives. They live fast. They don't live long because they experience too much too fast. And sometimes it takes them down the wrong road. And we as parents, like some of these out here on YouTube who are busy into other people's business, we miss at home. And then you try to compensate for it when you get out here on YouTube. But no, some things were missed in that home, Rosalind. And we're seeing it now. How you brought your kids up. You did a lot of things in front of your kids. That's why they're not respecting you. That's why they come on that channel and your channel and cut a rug with you. Your babies. Yeah. Ain't no respect. If they respected you, they wouldn't say nothing. Y'all would talk about it behind the scene. But they can't control their anger either. They have anger issues. You and your children have anger issues. They can't control themselves. You had to come out here. You had to say this. I had to chin check. And I've always told you, you ain't had to do nothing. That was a choice you made. You wanted to come out here. Let me go out here and chin check her so I can run these views. Let me see if I can get me some super stickers and super chats while I'm out here, because I can get my squad so involved in what I'm saying until they'll pay me to say some more. That's crazy. That's real crazy. That's a lack of intelligence. It's a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of world experiences. You just behind. That's all. You'll be all right one day, hopefully. Uh, let's see. I'm okay, Ms.V. How are you? It's beautiful and out there this morning. Yeah, this is my view. I love it. It's peaceful. I can come out here and I can talk to y'all some with my content, talk to y'all as long as y'all stay up until we get ready to go or till you get ready to leave. And it's a beautiful thing. Being a YouTuber at this age, it can be. You do things. That's just the way it is. Yeah, but I'm having fun out here, you know. One day I might be on my skit stuff. The next day I might be on church, you know, because I came out here going to church. I've been going all my life, so I include it too, you know. What's going on down there? Feeding the hungry right now to August the 8th, I think it is. And just keep yourself diverse, and you won't have all this time to even watch YouTube. You'll be too busy doing your life and what's going on in your life. And I just thank God I have the energy and the mind I do. Because a lot of these people their minds ain't going to make it. No. Dementia is on a rampage out here. I've been doing a lot of research on that and trying to figure out what's causing it. A lot of it is sugar, people. That's been in my research. I'm coming with it, but I'm not finished researching it yet. So, oh, I just heard that for the first time. That was a bell ring, so that's an owl bell. That's Big Ben is around here somewhere, y'all. I guess it's ringing every hour on the hour, and I ain't never paid it no attention. I gotta wait on the next hour and now stay up and see if he gonna ring again. That's cute. Did y'all hear it? It just ring one time. Boom. I'm learning stuff here every day. Let me get on down the Ducky Trail. All right, trolls, don't think I'm not watching Ms. V's chat. I'm on the floor. All right, Princess, she up. Don't mess with her. I got my sharpshooter in here. See, I got everything over here I need. I've been telling y'all that. Anything else that come is just adding the spice to the cake. That's the only way I can look at it. I have everything over here. I got the teacher, I got the preacher, I got the entrepreneur, I got the hairdressers, I got the you can't name me one thing I don't have on my channel. You need a lawyer, I got the lawyers. Baby, I got everything over here I need. He sent me one. I feel like Noah in that ship collecting two of everything. That's the way I feel. I'm collecting one of everything. If I get sent two, three, or four more, it ain't bad. Yeah. I got the uh, person out of prison over here. I got everything. Yeah, rehabilitated crackheads, all kind of stuff on my channel. Folks in the country, out the country. I ain't mad. I really, what you say? Got under my skin at how she, I'm trying to read this, y'all. Is my phone going dead or what? Because this thing got light out here. Is my eyes failing? Okay, let me try a new scene. Hold on, hold on. I gotta get her some light now. Ain't enough light out here. And go inside, turn some light on. Now hold your horses. Oh, I can't wait to get this surgery. At least on one eye, because they say it's kind of immediate. Oh, and I can put my foot back in this tub I had down here. What's shaking, y'all? Put this vinegar back on my heel while I'm talking, y'all. Okay, let's see. Okay, it really got under my skin at how she shames those innocent babies. Why is this? Okay, why is she so invested? It's money in tearing down those children. It's money. It's ignorant people who think that that's cute, that it's okay to talk about somebody's child and not want them to talk about your grown children, okay? Your grown children should be able to defend themselves. And let's get to that meet and greet. Let's talk about it for a minute. How you gonna get up there at a meet and greet and say your motivational group is all about the children and the babies and taking care of them and making sure of this, that they can get on that? You haven't done anything you said, okay, with your own children. Protecting her children, you're tearing her children down. So how can you get up there and say that? You ain't right. There's something wrong with you, lady. It's something definitely wrong with you. It's something wrong with them people to applaud you for even saying that when they know what you do on a daily basis. You accuse her children of everything. And for all we know, your children may have done it. Your children didn't grow up out here on YouTube. They came out here as grown folks. You don't realize that yet, but your children was real grown. So you just need to go on, get you some content and go on about your business, because you done got boring. You done got old. You done got stale. You saying the same thing. You're doing the same thing. You showing us who you are. And it ain't cool what you're doing. I'm just here to tell you, it's not cool at all. I'm finna put y'all down. I'm tired of holding that phone. Okay, hold on. I need some earrings. I look like a boy. Yeah. But but then I can't see. I need the other one over here. Okay. One declared this: I am up frying some white potatoes this time in the morning. Shoot, that sounds good to me. Yeah. But y'all, I'm staying away from that Mexican restaurant. I ain't going back down there to that restaurant no more, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. I saw that little inner tube when I got up from there the other day. I said, no, she gonna have to get back in the gym. If I have to go to the weight room, I might not be able to do them bicycles and stuff right now. And my legs are good. It's the midsection and the arms I gotta work on. I know what I need to work on. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna have to incorporate into my schedule also is exercising. I was doing good when I first came out here and then the knee messed up on me. So I had to leave it alone. Okay. The phone went dead. That's why it was getting so dim, so dark out there. Because the phone was going dead. Had I had some good eyes, I would have been able to see that. Now I can see what y'all was saying. I'm glad I was able to come back to the same one so I wouldn't lose my comments. Let me go back up here. Salifa say that way the little Kentucky lawyer daughter child is raising them. Little Rennie would be never that person, never. She doesn't have that personality. Salifa saying Lil Rennie needs to take Roz. Yeah, she does. Um, I think Treese has her own timing on that. And it's gonna happen because everybody is tired, just like we're tired of it. Can you imagine her as a mother? I can't. So she's a smart woman. She'll figure out, and it'll be the right time, just like when she took Layla. It was the right time. That had been going on a long time. So now is the time. She walked in there professionally, looking like somebody with the proper clothes on for court, came out a winner. You know, it stopped a lot of her coming out here doing content on her. That's what that was all about. Layla was just trying to draw traffic to the page, not necessarily that woman was really bothering her. Because if that was the case, she'd have taken her back. Why did you stop? You know, you stopped because you knew you were at a point where you had to stop. And sometimes you got to do that with people. And when they don't want to stop, you got to stop them, in other words. And that's what it came down to. You got to be stopped now. You don't went too far. You don't know when to quit. So I have confidence that she know what she doing. And she should know her children better than anybody. I don't give a damn what Rod's saying over there. As a mother, you know your children. Shoot. Don't tell me. Piggy is not worried about Teresa's little girl. It's about getting a check every month. Piggy is not even worried about her piss poor health. No, you exactly right. Who is that? Prince? You know it. Miss Rucker to be. Hey, my virtual family. Hey, Miss Rucker, how you doing? This time in the morning. I don't even know what time it is now, y'all. Pop Pow says Salifa. Yes. Lisa is saying, Prince, you're exactly right. Gilda, I'm missing comments. Good night, everyone. Good night, Gilda. Have a good night's rest. Peace and blessings to you. Please stop using Teresa's daughter's name in the chat. Yes, please don't. Use baby girl. That's what I call her over here. Please say Teresa's daughter, protect the minor kids. We call it baby girl. That's how I've always called her that, is baby girl. To tell the truth, say, Ms.V, what are you doing up? Because I slept all evening and now I can't sleep. So I'm glad some sugar woogers was up to come out here and talk to me. Prince said, I'm going to start deleting Rennie's name if I see her name in your posts in Ms.V's chat. Thank you, Prince. Okay. Salifa said, Roz got that message and her daughters, they should take. It ain't going to happen. You got to see that you're wrong first. She doesn't realize she's wrong. So how can you correct anything when you think you're right? Y'all got to be real with this stuff. It's common sense. We just not thinking deep enough to see all the plays that people got going on out here on these streets and why they doing what they doing. But trust me, the end product is money. Okay? You came on YouTube to make money. And so they're making it by any means necessary. Sometimes they don't have to have a reason for saying what they said. It draws views. It makes money. It's the same like on TV. If you were watching the soap operas, they always left you in a cliffhanger on Friday. Think about it. I need to do that. I don't come on the weekends normally. So leave y'all on a cliffhanger on Friday to make y'all want to come in on Monday. As a content creator, you have to think, people. Not just drive off of drama. Drama is not gonna sell always. You gotta have some new drama. Okay? This drama y'all got is old drama. Okay, it'll resolve itself now. If whatever, if nobody watches her, who gonna go over there and look? Just the same people. She'll never grow. Either way it goes, she's at that excuse me, pinnacle point in her life where she don't know how to go now. What you doing ain't really working. It's not bringing you the views. It's not you getting the same amount. Your views not growing. They the same. A lot of people are feeding off of those 14,000. So they have to stick together with those content creators that go along with her. It's business, people. That's all it is. If they were independent and came out here on their own platforms and drew their own people on their own, they wouldn't give a damn about Roz and what Roz was saying. Duh. They have to think about it. They're feeding off of her the same people. She fed them to this one. She fed them to that one. They're the same people going into these chats. So their channels are not going to grow unless they start growing them. That's why they still stuck where they are. Out of all this stuff, you still ain't growing. You just coming out here. Some of them I see had they had the freeway wide open when they came out here. I was going into that chat. I saw it. It's like, just keep going in the same direction. They detoured and they went in the wrong direction. And they grew a little bit fast. They got there pretty quick, but they ain't moving. They're not attracting the masses. It's so simple to me. It really is. Just keep doing the same thing that was bringing you views from the beginning. It doesn't matter if they come one a day or 100 a week. It doesn't matter. You would rather people to come who were going to be there and really like your message and support your message versus just messy people all day long. I don't want no messy people just all off every day saying the same old messy stuff. Solve the problem, do it right the first time so you don't have to do it over the second time. I don't know what to tell you. Shoot. Let me see. Hey, Dalen, how you doing? Good evening. How are you? And then there's To Tell the Truth. Right, Prince. Okay, we've been on here almost 2 hours now. It's time for me to find something else to do. I don't know what that's going to be, but because I done washed, I done did all that. I was trying to put my jewelry back together, and I got a lot of missing jewelry in this move. I still got lots more to go through, so I was getting all my earrings together and getting them back in bags so I can just, run and get it. And also, I got to get all my necklaces together. So that's what I think I'm going to do for the rest of the night. And then try to get me a few hours sleep and then come on in the morning and find something to talk about that's interesting and going on. But anyway, I'm finna sign off for the night, y'all, because a lot of y'all are probably need to go to bed too. So we'll see each other in the morning sometime tomorrow. All right? Have a good night. Love you. Bye-bye.